Hello, everyone. My name is Bob Sullivan. I'll be one of your instructors for EMT 101. This is the first course in our new EMT paramedic certificate program. And what I'm going to do today is walk you through the course, how to find learning materials, how to submit assignments in D2L, and to encourage you, if you haven't used D2L, to go through, look at some of the resources available to help you learn how to use it, the technology resources available from the school. The course is open now, so you can have access to it throughout Christmas break. And then you can even get started on the first module of assignments if you'd like. So to start, so when you log into D2L, you'll see a screen like this, and you'll click on Paramedic Care 1. And there's a little welcome message that you can read. And from the front, there is a bio of our instructor information. There's our bios. We all come from different backgrounds. We bring different experience to this. You're going to get to work with all of us through the first 7 weeks and throughout the rest of the program. So go ahead and check that out. The other item on the front page is the Zoom link. So if you're going to join from one of the high flex classes that we have, where you can join live from outside of class, you can. This will be the link, and this should be the link for all of the courses now. So you just when you log in, just click there, and then you'll be able to join. When you log in, most of your time is going to be in the content area. So when you click on content, there's going to be getting started. There's our instructor information that we already saw. And here are the course policies and expectations. So this is the first, goes over what we're going to cover, our instructor information, and these are the resources that you'll need. And these are all going to be, you're going to be using throughout the rest of the program. So you only need to buy it once. And we're going to be using Nancy Caroline's Emergency Care in the Streets, the 9th edition, and we're going to be using the Essentials package. And you can get that from the bookstore. When you go to the bookstore, you can put in the course that you're taking. And you can buy it here. We're going to be doing a CPR recertification class. So here's the BLS provider manual. And then this is a Limmer education. These are going to be study tools. So you buy these. These are apps. You can use them if you want to bring a tablet with you. We'll show you how that might be useful for accessing some of the online content, and also for checking each other off on skills. You're going to be evaluating each other in skills using another tool that we're going to ask you to buy. But you can use this on your phones. You buy the bundle, you can open them on a desktop computer, you can open them on your phone, you can open them on a tablet. And that's over here. So this is a bundle of apps that's available through the bookstore. It's called Limmer Education. It's going to take you to a website that says LC Ready that accesses all of your apps that you can buy from them. And these are the ones that we're going to be using. And the one that we're going to be using first for the first module is in this Paramedic Review Plus. And you're going to click Review. There's directions in D2L about how to access these. We're just going to walk you through what the apps look like. We're going to start with preparatory. And when you click on preparatory, there's going to be a series of multiple choice questions. And at the end, it's going to give you a score. And I'm not going to read the answer. I don't think that that's the correct one. So when you click on an answer, it'll tell you if you're right or wrong, and it gives you each of these, it gives you an explanation at the end. When you complete one of these, they're like 25 or 30 questions, it'll give you a score. And one of your assignments is for you to take a screenshot of your score and post it in the assignments, which I'm going to show you how to do in a minute. So these are the items that you get from the bookstore. We talked about Limmer. There's two other things that we're going to ask you to buy outside of the bookstore, and we vetted all of these products. We think they're all valuable. We searched for lowest price options. We do think that there's a real big return on your learning investment and helping things stick more clearly by buying these. So the other thing that we're going to ask you to get is the MC scheduler. And MC, you're going to go to mc.app, and you're going to sign up with a username. You're going to create a username and password. And just to show you what it looks like. And I will go to my student account. So from the beginning of the program, there's going to be skills that you need to be signed off on and demonstrate competency with a number of times. And then also patients that you're going to see. And this tracks all of them. And this is also the scheduler that we're going to use. And this will give you a dashboard to see how far you are in your patient contacts and the skills that you need to do. It updates in real time, so we'll be in the lab. We can all look at what everybody needs, and if we can say, oh, well, you need to do a BVM skill, and we can pull you aside and do a BVM skill, or maybe you can help one of if you have all of yours met, you can help one of your classmates. We'll go more into that once we get started. There's also clinical sites. This is all your clinical and field shifts are going to be logged in here. This is how you're going to know where to go with that. So that is MC. After you join, you'll be prompted to join a cohort. And it's going to be paramedics or Delaware Tech paramedic certificate class 1. If you have any issues with that, we can walk you through that also. So that is MC. And one final tool, which I think is really, really neat, is called RealDX. And RealDX these are short 2-minute video cases of patients. Some are in the hospital, some are in an ambulance. And there's a discussion after this, and we'll ask you some questions. Well, what do you think was wrong and why? And what are some other things that it could be? And just to give you an example and a taste of what this is, this is one case. So for you to watch.
Okay, so we are in route code 3 to Meridian Park. A 53-year-old male called at about 6:40 a.m. It's been about an hour since his chest pain started. Can you tell us what started, what you were doing when your chest pain happened? Walked around the back of the room.
Okay. So that's RealDX. And you're also going to be given a code to join that as well. So we have a school account, and you'll be prompted to join that. So those are the resources that we're going to use. For your assignments, these are some of the grading policies. So late work will take a 10% penalty per day up to 7 days after an item's used. And if it's 7 days late, we're going to be well into the next topic by then. So you kind of miss if you get the assignment in time, that's nice, but you're going to miss the benefit from learning from it if you wait even that long. The school has a policy on attendance that you can look at in the manual. There's a link to that there. We're expecting you to be in uniform. If your agencies have uniforms to wear, you wear those. If not, we expect you to be in your clinical polo shirt and blue pants and shoes or boots. Closed-toed shoes while you're in the lab sessions. We will have dress down days occasionally, but you need to have closed-toed shoes on inside the labs. We're going to have you break into groups. So you're going to practice skills together. You're going to respond to simulated patients together. And then all equipment must be put back at the end. So tours go through all the time. We don't know when they come through. We always want to keep the lab tour ready. So video recordings, you may, if you want to record one of the sessions is not being recorded over Zoom. You can't, we just need to know about that. Everybody needs to know about that. It must be turned off during breaks. We do record lab scenarios. We use GoPro cameras, and we have some different video capture software that we will put on Google Drive for you to the team leader to watch later. Once we get more into scenarios in the second 7 weeks. We will share them with instructional team. We'll share them with our medical director. We won't share the videos outside of that, and we don't want you to put any videos, post those on any social media channel as well, unless you have permission from us. So to pass the course, you need a score of 70% or higher. The final grades are, you're going to have 4 exams, and those are going to be worth 50% of your grade together. So lab portfolio completion. You must complete, there's a specified set number of skills that is in D2L, that's in your portfolio that you need to complete before you can move forward. And if you cannot complete the portfolio skills, you can't move on and apply them in more difficult situations. Like you can't go through into clinical, or we can't expect you, or it's not fair for us to assess you to perform or start an IV in a complex scenario if you're not able to do it yet on a skill sheet. So we have some deadlines for skill instructions at the end of the 7 weeks. It's pass fail. It's either 30 points or 0 points for completing your portfolios. We'll let you know what it is, and we will give you frequent feedback about where you stand and what you need to do to finish the portfolio. You'll have a dashboard in MC, so it'll get updated as soon as you complete a skill. So we will let you know where you stand with that. We're also going to have quizzes in class. Those are going to be at the beginning of class. There'll be 5, maybe 10 questions, multiple choice. We'll take those. If you are late, you get a 0 for the quiz. So that's part of being on time. If there's a quiz on a day that you're late, you don't get to take it. And if you miss 1 or 2, it's not going to hurt your grade that much. But if it's a pattern, then it will. And that's something we're going to have to talk about. That'll be one of the things that we discuss if that becomes an issue. There's also going to be assignments. So some of these are limmer exercises. Some of these are assignments that we give based on your reading that we want you to have done before the class starts. So those are worth 5%. And this is the college grading system. And if you are going to miss an exam, you must let us know as soon as it is safely possible to do so. Don't break a traffic rule to text one of us or anything like that. If you fail an exam, you have the option of 1 retake. It must be within 1 week of the exam, and it would be outside of normal class time. So like Mondays are the asynchronous day. You would have an opportunity to retake it on a Monday or the Friday afternoon. If there's time outside of normal class, you can do that. The highest grade you can get on a retake is a 70. So you get a C on a retake. Do not share the exams are confidential. Do not share anything on them. Then if that becomes an issue, it becomes an academic integrity issue, and it goes through the dean. We talked about the lab portfolio. That's just like with on a patient call. If you didn't document it, you didn't do it. You need to document all your practice attacks, successful and unsuccessful, in MC. And if you're struggling with IVs, if you miss 5 IVs in a row during practice, we all have our tablets out and we're monitoring MC. We'll see that. And the reason you need to document the unsuccessful ones is because if we see that, we'll pull you aside and we'll find out where you're struggling, and we can help you. When you're peer checking skills, there's no penalty for unsuccessful attempts. So we need to document those. And that way we can see how you're progressing and where we need to help you. You can be dismissed from the class. This is never really been an issue. I certainly hope it isn't this year. But there is we have a behavior policy. We don't want to we will not tolerate any activity that intimidates or disturbs any of your classmates or is threatening at all. The school has a policy to deal with that we would follow. We will give you peer and instructor professional behavior evaluations. So you can rate your classmates on where they stand with different behaviors. And then that's something else that we'll go over with you and have a discussion about good or bad, whether there's an issue that needs to be addressed or not. We talk about equity, talk about academic integrity. So those are the academic policies. Questions about those, just let us know. We will certainly spend some time talking about this, your orientation when you come in to class. But just please look this over and think about it. And if there's any issues, let us know. This is a syllabus. This is on the college's website. This goes through the topics that we'll be covering that we've kind of gone through already. Feel free to go take a look at that. And this is our schedule of activities for the next 7 weeks. This is what we're going to cover. It's by week. Everything here is also going to be on this section under the modules and the modules by class. Some things are going to go faster than maybe we budgeted time for. Other things might take longer than we budgeted time for. So this is going to change a little bit. The place that it'll change first will be over here. So all the assignments, the due dates, and the course schedules are under the content section, and these go by day. So go ahead and go look at this. If there's an issue, that this is where we would adjust it first. So moving on to module 1, this is the EMS systems and safety. We're going to go over some of the history of EMS and where we are today, which is really quite different. I think this is a really exciting time that when I was in paramedic school, 20 some years ago, they were talking about paramedics going to people's houses and doing, more primary and community-based healthcare. And that's finally here. It took 20 years, but that's going on now. And I think that's just the beginning of some other really neat things that's going to be happening. So we'll talk about where we've come and where we're going. And if you've seen one EMS system, we'll talk about Delaware's EMS system compared to the other ones. And then with this, there are some recordings. So some reading materials. So the first chapter of class, we would like you to have this done the first day of class. And so read the first chapter. There's a systems overview recording. And some, these are the outlines. These are the slides from the textbook. And also there's a chapter outline. So this is Tuesday. So January 9th. Tuesday afternoon, we're going to start doing lab skills in the afternoon. So we'll be doing the BLS, there's some portfolio skills that are lined out. So we'll be doing some basic airway skills and choking relief. In the afternoon, that's the first time we'll be using MC. So we'll show you how to do instructor and peer evaluations in MC. Wednesday, we're going to do safety, wellness, legal, and ethical issues. And this is going to be a busy day. We're gonna have 3 chapters to do and to read. And there are some human trafficking, some other resources. And at the end, there's going to be a module 1 assignment. So for EMS systems. So due before Wednesday, there's going to be assignment 1. And I can't assess that. Okay, I'll have to fix that. So that'll be the assignment that you have to do that we expect you to have done before coming to class that day. And then Thursday is our first exam. So Thursday is an exam on that. There is a study guide that goes through what you need to know, the key concepts. And then there's also the limmer assignment for preparatory review. And these are directions to the website, the directions to how to find the exercise that you're going to be submitting. And then you're going to load a screenshot here of the completion of the exercise. If you don't know how to take a screenshot, let us know. We can show you before that day. And then on Thursday is going to be CPR after we take the exam. So, and then anatomy, then Friday of week 1, we'll start anatomy and we'll go through that. Ken is going to be teaching that and he'll go through his module overview when you come in. So that is an overview of the class. How to navigate things in D2L. Oh, one more. So one other thing in the getting started section that I forgot to show you is student support. This is where especially if you are new to Del Tech, this is how to get help. The school has lots and lots of resources available. Housing insecurity, food insecurity. The school has resources to help you. Please, 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 if you need to, you can tell us. If you don't want to tell us, there's other resources that you can share that with that we would not find out about. So please, these go through. You go through all of these. Look at all these over Christmas break. So this is so some ways to find a job, some resources for that. So these are tech tools. So this is a hybrid class. We're going to have activities that are online. These walk you through how to be a good online student. So using Zoom. All of these things, there's a whole use D2L user guide. So find out where your pinch points are with D2L. Work on this. These are resources available for you. You can always come to us to ask for help, but this is what we're going to refer you to, and we'll help you work together. So all of these things, this is if you have time to do anything over Christmas break, please look over all of these. Just get comfortable with D2L before the heavy coursework gets started. Okay, so that's all I have. Again, I look really forward to meeting all of you and getting started with this. Again, my name is Bob Sullivan, robert.sullivan@dtcc.edu. The email for all the rest of us is available in D2L also. So email us with your questions and have a good day and be safe. And we will see you in a few weeks. Take care.